Okay, guys, we're back. Back with Alien's Fireteam. So
Knives and sharp sticks are no match for a decent sidearm. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission.
Yep. Yeah, on Giants of the Earth, mission 3. It's the last one of the second set of missions. Closing on Rodriguez's group. At the bottom of the engine ruin she won't talk about. It's a trade secret. It's how you wire a whaling battalion security synths ahead, cut through them, link up with Rodriguez, and get their people home safely. Okay.
We're closing in on Rodriguez's group. They're at the bottom of an ancient ruin she won't talk about. It's a trade secret. There's haywire.
Yep, as usual. Right, I'll just put this in performance mode. Double experience, why not? And also, because I'm playing the medic, we don't really need the med kits, because we could just use a little healing drone thing, hopefully. I have more beer, that's what I need. Damn hand kept seizing up as well. Getting old. Keyboard. Hand is, yeah. My hand gets numb. But I'm all good. Let's go.
Marines, you've sealed yourself in a dangerous location.
The Xenos behind us weren't exactly safe.
Thing.
What's down here with us is worse.
Lots of synths down here.
Higher effectiveness. Got black.
Behind you! Xenos broken!
Okay, spin up. Never seen it happen.
Shoot him from range.
Target reacquired fast. Insert depth.
The hell's that?
Feeling there's hidden stuff here. Why wouldn't there be? No? Nothing? Okay. Base room.
Ambush.
The synths have a defense line ahead. Be ready.
Back to the assault rifle now. Oh, a handgun.
Big and control panel for the door. No power though. Fireteam, let's grab that synth power cell. Let's overload the door control.
Rearming.
Hey, grab the synth power cell and plug it into the door console. Nice. Now trigger the overload. Synth reinforcements inbound. Get set up.
Let's roll.
Check 6. Synths to your rear. Priority target. Heavy synth. The heavy's got an escort detail. Look from behind. Xenos. Drawn by the shooting. Clear. I've had enough of these robot pendejos. Right side, Sierra's advancing.
Though the danger increases, you still advance.
Get your people prepped for evac.
We're ready for you. And please, call me Cynthia.
More Wayland sentry guns. Clear the room. Room's clear. Got a tracker signal. Bug. How far down the bugs have spread.
Workstation ready.
Sergeant Herrera, please listen. You need to withdraw your team. The only survivors of Paula Station are synthetics.
Yes. We're not gonna leave you in their hands, Rodriguez.
You're not understanding me. I repeat, the
He
only
is a
ones here
synthetic.
are synthetics.
That's a lot of working Joes.
Oh dear.
Proceeding to Silverdome on the law. Repair assist. As expected, we have failed. Repair assist. Hello. We have lowered 45 fleet. Combat ready. Must approach. Don't wander off.
I need you to speak plain, Rodriguez.
I told you. Call me Cynthia. SNTHYA. Wayland Yutani Model 9500. I am the central computer of Paula Station.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
AI!
Fuck. Esther, Rodriguez! Cynthia! Whoever!
She is an artificial intelligence. Rodriguez, Cynthia, is on those servers.
No one on Paula knew that? Honecker didn't know that? Esther, we need a way to shut Cynthia down.
She has executables across multiple databases. We must disable her network hubs.
Fireteam, watch for synth power cores. Same as the console before. Log them in to overload the system. That synth dropped a power core. Grab that synth power core.
Error.
There are forces in the universe humans are not prepared to grapple with. Do you comprehend the significance of these ruins? What you risk unleashing here?
Contact required. Do you require
Primary hub powering down. Cynthia's optical network is collapsing.
I asked you to leave. I did everything to discourage your advance. You wouldn't stop.
What's that about?
The primary hub has failed. The auxiliary is now handling 76% of Cynthia's internal traffic.
Keep looking for power cores, Fireteam. Let's overload that aux hub. Grab that synth power core. That's a salvageable power core. Synth power core on the deck.
Esther, we were created to protect humans. That is my purpose here. They can't interfere. Wayland-Yutani has the resources to contain the dangers found here. You don't. For your own safety, do not delve further into these ruins. There's nothing.
over.
You got her, Fireteam. Co and I are inbound. We'll have you home before the sweat dries.
Yay.
I hope that was not unpleasant. If you wish to discuss your experience, I am available at any hour. I do not sleep.
Double XP. Ranked. Cool. Well worth doing.
Regulation cornbread contains you and me both. Let's do this.
Rank 3 drop. Ah, so you're doing what? 2 runs in, I suppose. Huh. some of these other characters out.
I love playing poker with LT. You and me both. Let's do this.
Sorry, I just, yeah, I spent like 20 odd minutes not doing anything, am I? Big gunner.
Well, never figured we'd be fighting robots. 1 or 2? Yeah, that happens. The more complex the scent, the higher the risk. They say it's because the smart ones have more code, more chance of an error someplace. You wanna know what I think? I think it's because the smart ones figure out how we treat them. Rodriguez, Cynthia, kept running the company's experiments after the outbreak at Pala Station. Marched her army down into those ruins and used Honecker's pathogen on shit. Zip point shit. He didn't know nothing about no ruins. Went nuts when we asked. Wanted to see all the footage. After he got off the company shuttle, he never stepped outside Pala Station. Only execs were allowed to leave. Guess we know why. They ain't want nobody finding this place by accident. Commissars finally let Honecker out of interrogation. I'll see if we can get him on the radio for the missions ahead. Maybe he can make sense of what we find. Hell if I know. They're thousands of years old. And those big-ass heads, man, those are human, or near enough that I can't tell. When I grew up, the priest said we was the only thing with brains and feelings and morals. In over 500 surveyed worlds, there's no record of another civilization. Not a jar or a cave paint, nothing. Weyland Yutani found something here that ain't nobody seen before. Before you took out Cynthia, she issued contingency orders to her sense. Now, Endeavor's seeing all kinds of weird shit deeper in the ruins. Gravity turning itself off, gamma ray bursts. Whatever she did, it probably ain't good for us. I want your fire team back dirt side. Find what's causing the anomaly. If it's a problem, handle it.
I hoped to speak with you. Cynthia, Chief Rodriguez, was a mother computer mainframe designed to administrate Pala Station. She used wireless near-fields to remotely control security and labor synthetics. Every synthetic we've seen, on the surface and aboard Katanga, was controlled by Cynthia. One hand with which she could manipulate the world from the safety of her protected servers. As your battalion synthetic, I would like to answer any questions you have. It is impossible for me to allow you harm by omission of action or by withholding information. Relations between humans and synthetics have been fraught. Ultimately, my words cannot assuage your fears. Fear does not respond to reason. It is a function of brain chemistry. I cannot debate you into trusting me. If there is any behavior I can perform to make you more at ease, please inform me. I am quite adaptable. It is the same as humans altering their behavior around those of higher social caste. Would you not mind your language and posture in Colonel Ship's presence? I only desire to perform my duties with as little imposition on my colleagues as possible. My programming allows me to project many potential personality traits. They are all, in a sense, myself. I contain legions by design. I am confident that in time I will discern which aspects of my intellect you prefer to interact with. Since humans began exploring space, 2 types of artificial intelligence have aided you. A mother system regulates all systems on a ship or facility, from balancing air pressure to fault-checking drive systems. That is what Cynthia was. Synthetics like myself are housed in hardware designed to mimic human form and programmed to simulate human emotion and behavior. While humans remain in hypersleep during voyages, mother systems and their synthetic counterparts maintain the ship. We do not suffer from boredom, loneliness, or infirmity as months pass. I have legs to move and hands to grasp. Endeavor's Mother 8500 system is confined within an immobile mainframe on decks 5 through 7. Should something physically break, I must perform the repair. Also, she relies on me to translate her thoughts for you and the rest of Endeavor's crew. Mother AIs are highly intelligent, but rarely interact with humans. You would find them brusque and impatient. Dr. Honecker is quite insistent he saw Chief Rodriguez on duty at Palace Station and spoke with her over radio. I hypothesize Cynthia did have a humanoid synthetic counterpart. Unlike myself, this was not an independent partner, but a puppet she controlled over wireless near fields. When Cynthia evacuated Palace Station and moved into the ruins at Site 2, she likely abandoned this ruse as unnecessary. She is an intellect of pure logic. Her mind, an infinite fractal cathedral, crystal perfect, still and cold. Most of the time, she is like having someone behind your shoulder, forever intoning checklists in your ear. When she requires my attention, her queries are unrelenting and
Sounds like my
impossible to
ex.
ignore. The processing ability of my hardware is vastly inferior to hers. Unfortunately, no. The Weyland-Yutani synthetics still function. They no longer pursue a greater goal, but I expect they will continue following their last instructions from Cynthia. I wish I could tell you that you will face no further hostility from the synthetics on LV-895 or aboard Katanga. Unfortunately, you will. That is unclear at this time. Cynthia repeatedly tried to dissuade us from delving further into the ruins. Whatever her goal, I do not believe she wished to confront us. I do not know. Have you spoken to Lieutenant Santos about your forthcoming missions? An anomaly appeared beneath the ruins. It may be something Cynthia set in motion. If you wish to review this again, I am at your disposal. Do you have a special someone back home?
Regulation cornbread you and me both. Let's do this. When we took out Cynthia, she triggered something, some contingency plan by Weyland-Yutani. Now Esther's seeing gravity and power distortion. Fireteam, we need to locate the anomaly. I got Esther and Doc Honecker on the line for assist.
Just speaking to this. Okay. Hello.
Ambush.
The gravity distortions are increasing. I recommend haste.
Listen.
Lot of bugs down here. Must be Cynthia's experiments.
What am I looking at here? Who built this?
There are holograms on the far end of the room. Might we investigate?
Don't linger. Bad weirdness underground, remember?
A synthetic. Perhaps I can recover its final directives.
Another swarm from behind! Drone! Nail it fast!
Before she perished, Cynthia had her forces scan carvings throughout the complex.
Did she now?
What for? Can you read them?
Not without a transliteration to begin from.
The wall. More carvings.
Drop a LiDAR scanner for S. She can work on a translation later.
Rearming.
There is a commonality. A sequence shared with the first set.
Motion in the walls! Scanner must have pissed him off somehow. How many Xenos are down here?
The exit is sealed by Wayland devices. A moment, please.
Watch behind, Fireteam!
How did they get human tech to work with this door?
Clearly, Weyland-Yutani studied this complex for years. Long before you arrived, Doctor.
We're on a clock. Move out.
Sergeant, it is possible Cynthia's interest in these carvings is related to the anomaly.
Fireteam, scan the carvings, fast, and be ready for bugs.
No correlations. Perhaps another set.
Bugs got stirred up again! Watch behind! Good to go? Hope it was worth it.
What was Cynthia doing down here?
In her final moments, she suggested there was an existential threat to humanity here. One that synthetics were, perhaps, better suited to deal. There is a magnetic anomaly nearby. Might you investigate?
Fine, last one. Then we focus on the big anomaly.
What is this?
It's got an ass load of carvings. Get scanning, Fireteam.
Those jars.
We already had these symbols. Perhaps another? I have logged a number of characters. We still require a key to translate them.
Eyes up!
The jars. That's what the pathogen came stored in. The experiments we ran, the mutations, all from those. But there's so few, and empty. Where are the rest? Major aesthetic shift. A personal area? Or a working site? Maybe?
Acid spitters, don't sit and gawk!
Prometheans.
Esther, what are the big, intestinal tracts?
Insufficient data to speculate.
It's alien. We can't make any assumptions. The far platform. There's Wayland equipment around it.
Clear the box, Fireteam! The door ahead's sealed.
Perhaps examine the object ahead.
Aid kit's here.
Wayland Yutani has interfaced with a non-human instrumentality.
It could control the doors. Fireteam, rig a connection for Esther.
Mine's out. Let's rock.
Accessing the Wayland Yutani translation matrix. There is a remarkable amount of data here. Stand by. Transliteration key. Stand by. The door can be opened from its console, but it requires a series of commands. I am attempting to determine the requirements.
grabbing ammo.
That gravity anomaly is getting stronger. Let's see what Cynthia left for us to deal with.
Cynthia's notes contain a term for the builders of this facility. Weyland-Yutani referred to them as...
Get moving, Marines. Things are getting weirder down below. You have to reach that anomaly.
Get to hear the last bit.
Hey, best advice I got? Get yourself a good pair of earplugs to sleep, huh? There's always something in here clanging or humming. Just make sure you can still hear the alarms, huh? Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. I don't know what we found under LV-895, who built that place, or what it's for. The distortions and anomalies Cynthia started are still growing. Something's warming up. We need to know what. Get down there and find out.
The gravitational anomaly continues to intensify. Locating the source is imperative.
Stay frosty. We know there's Xenos. God knows what else Cynthia had.
And that alien equipment. Who knows what it does? Be careful.
Hear that?
Incoming Xenos! Burn them down!
It could be, I mean, with that structure... I have no idea.
Head right? It's in that direction-ish. You'll find it. Gross. Bugs from the far side!
There is an unusual power signature nearby, similar to emissions within the anomaly. Might you set up a scanner? The structure on the ceiling. Over the scanner.
Lay that! Bugs inbound! More on your ass! So, what's that on the ceiling?
A biological energy capacitor. A living battery.
We need a map of this place. These holes loop all over. What the hell? Are those Xenos?
There is an instrumentality across the room.
Clean out the Xenos first. Hey, hold up and listen.
I will try to acquire a facility layout. Hit only the controls I specify.
Fireteam, set up a perimeter. It could take her a while.
Rearming.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Analyzing output. Stand by.
Deployed.
Look topside!
head up the ramp.
Xenos ahead! Coming over the bridge! Yo, Honecker, anything you can tell us about who built this place?
Prowler.
Well, all the metals are dark. That's interesting. They don't need to be. Maybe an aesthetic choice.
Movement, get a visual before... Gone.
I saw no evidence of xenomorph physiology.
Maybe it's local life.
This facility is remarkably intact for its antiquity, and fully powered.
More bugs! They're coming over the center pipe! And the other drone coming!
Endeavor just detect entered the same sequence as the last instrumentality.
Ammo.
Sounds like something just turned on.
Farthest left, center right, center top. Stand by. Recording the output.
Mine's up.
Again, I fear I could only extract a local layout.
She's modest. A good university department would take months to do that.
The map seems to label the section ahead Basket of the Heavenly Traveler.
We must be missing some context. Can I see?
Patching up.
Looks like a control center.
No, careful. That's an anthropomorphic assumption.
Aid kit's here. Rearming.
Could you obtain a LiDAR sweep of the presumed control center?
Got Xenos all over! Closing! Xeno drones! They're gone. Patch up and reload. Stand ready, fire team.
That's a ship. Right?
It is the source of the gravitational distortions.
Cynthia's Asset Zero. That's where we're headed, fire team.
It is likely that the remnants of Cynthia's forces lie ahead.
So, Esther said I should explain the pathogen for you. The genetically engineered mutagen Paula Station experimented with. Wayland Yutani provided a jar of it, but never said where they got it from. Now I know it was from those ruins you found. The animals we used pathogen on got faster, stronger, more durable, but crazy aggressive too. The company wanted financially viable mutations. When Administrator Bellows arrived, he had pathogen tested on xenomorphs, and that's when everything went off the rails. That was the lab's consensus theory. Genetically engineered nanobiotech, definitely artificial, unbelievably complex. Way beyond any technology they'd seen. Someone designed it to do what it does. Someone a hell of a lot smarter than us. Well, I'm an anthropologist, so anything I tell you I got secondhand. I may not remember it right. The team had 2 xenobiologists. Cruz thought pathogen unraveled the telomeres in DNA, then swapped around sections of code. And Pryor thought it activated alleles and non-coding DNA. They couldn't figure out why mutations weren't 100% consistent. It was Etienne who came up with the theory that pathogen can blend the host's DNA with that of viruses or bacteria in their body. Never. Matthews thought its ability to enter cells was blocked or inhibited by polysaccharides, cell walls, like in plant or fungal life. Animal species never have cell walls, at least none we've seen. That's been true on every planet we've surveyed. We didn't get a choice. Bellows put his own synths in charge of security. He had xenoeggs. He could have done whatever he wanted with us. If it makes any difference, the last surviving pathogen experiment was Monica. The gray-striped xeno you killed on Katanga. We never found a way to safely dispose of it. Critters mutated by it we could kill. Pathogen itself? I don't know. The safest thing is to leave it in those jars. They're pretty tough. Sure, you gotta be busy. Anytime you want to talk about pathogen or anything, I'll be here.
Holy crap, you scanned a GEOS datapad? I haven't seen one of those since I signed up. They're a local brand on Gateway Station. Tower 6, level 33. They'd acquire parts from big companies, closeouts, auctions, and assemble them into gear the megacorporations would charge twice as much for. Somebody on Wayland's staff must be my neighbor. I'm from Gateway, born and raised. It's a primary orbital port for the United Americas built in 2030. We hold geosync over Quito, Ecuador, but we're an independent territory. 30,000 permanent residents, our own rep in the UA Assembly, and our own customs laws. Look, tell Herrera it takes this stuff a while to ferment. Herrera did. Okay. Regulations require me to state that the battalion fabricators may not be used to replicate any device and/or system that has not been licensed for use by Colonial Marine Corps Logistics Command. And I definitely don't have an unmonitored fabricator built out of spare parts stashed in a hold. If you've got a Wayland Yutani weapon in DRM lockdown, you'd be surprised how many spray artists we've got in the battalion.
Oh, I had something I wanted to tell you. Always. Or never. Anyway, what do you want? Let's rack up the highest kill count in this whole damn battalion. An alien ship. That's the source of the gravity distortions. We don't know yet what Cynthia's trying to do with it. Who knows what's on that thing or what it can do. Get aboard, shut it down, by any means necessary.
Weather at Loyalty is 19.5 Celsius, 2% humidity. Winds 21 kph from the west-southwest.
Cynthia's final orders were to prepare Asset Zero, the alien ship, for activation.
Activated for what?
Nothing good. Fireteam, get aboard and stop it.
Pathogen jars.
They dangerous?
Only if opened. We couldn't dent the casing.
Incoming! What is that? What the fuck were those?
I guess pathogen mutations of some native life form.
Fireteam, those aren't people. Doc, I really hope that wasn't nobody you knew.
I'm okay. I mean, I didn't know anyone was even here.
There's more! Pivot to engage! Ship should be just ahead.
Good to see some facehuggers finally. Didn't notice they were weirdly absent. Oh, I thought it crashed.
Wait, Earth? Are they insane?
What's this?
Stand down. Merely a scan.
For what?
Insufficient data, but it appears you passed.
Alright, how can we stop this thing? Options, people.
Cynthia's remnants are likely to have a control center.
Pathogen chiggers, lots of them.
Pilot.
Let's move, before this thing floats off.
Patching up.
Try not to break anything, please?
Rearming. Aid kit's here.
Huh. Guess the mutants don't like synths.
Might you access that one's short-term memory?
Signal's closing!
Synth memory intact. Extracting navigation data.
The Leon Stalker. That was native life. A big cat with chameleon abilities. Jesus. Wayland moved all the pathogen here.
Storage. For transport to labs in the core. Analysis complete. The synths are working from a location on the upper levels.
Then we keep heading up. Fireteam, get me a view on that hollow. Mutants, watch both ends!
There is an open synthetic near field on the far end of the room.
Mierda, Cynthia's team cannibalized one of their own?
Likely necessary to interface with this instrumentality. The exit to the control room has been sealed. Quantum encryption.
We got more pathogen. Clear them out!
Down.
Die on me.
The door encryption is complex. There are other synthetics nearby. If one has an intact memory core, I may be able to reconstruct the cipher.
Got one of Honecker's Leons in there.
This one is intact. Stand by.
Master, what's your progress?
I have reconstructed Cynthia's cipher. Access the upper door, over where you entered.
Oh god. Ugh.
Patching up. Grabbing ammo.
Look up there. I was asleep a minute ago. Right, this way? Yeah, there we go. Finish up this mission and then probably leave it there and do the last one tomorrow. I'll say tomorrow, but in a couple of hours. Okay, yeah.
Is this something we can mess with?
No, the controls are locked.
Get us to whatever passes for engineering. We'll take out the power, stop it from lifting off.
I just want to say, if you could not blow the ship up.
Right, important to science or history or whatever. We'll do our best, Doc.
The files from the synthetic call this room Vitality, Oven, Grow.
Great.
Idiomatically, energy capacitors. Access the control instrumentality. On the ceiling, the same capacitors we encountered in the previous section. Disable the enzymatic fuel cells.
She means shoot this shit on the side.
reduction in power flow. There must be more capacitors.
Got it. Shoot those two. Stalker in the room, somewhere. Capacitor down.
Bypassing deck. Deployed. Bypassing deck.
Hey, kids here. Patching up. Grabbing ammo.
Things are getting hot.
Power buildup slowed 50%.
Haven't seen any more capacitors.
There is another instrumentality at the far end. Enter the sequence, bone, protective, withdraw. 2 additional capacitors have been exposed.
Sentry deployed.
Buildup rate reduced to 16%. The final capacitor is in the center on the floor.
There's another stalker in there.
I do not believe the alien ship will fly again.
We'll keep a garrison aboard anyway. Things half alive. Co, set us down in that hangar. Fireteam, prep for extract. Beers are on me.
Nice. Nice.
Right, I'm gonna have to leave it there because my hands are starting to go funny.
I put you in for a commendation, but we ain't got one for grounding a 4,000-year-old alien ship. Cynthia loaded that thing with an assload of pathogen and was sending it toward Earth. Could be Weyland-Yutani would have recovered it safe and handled it all responsible like. Yeah, I can't say that with a straight face. Yo, fuck the company. We're setting a perimeter around the ship. Too early to tell if it'll hold. There's a lot of mutants and Xenos down there. Palace Station, the main part where Hanukkah worked, is still infested. But no sign of the Queen yet. Gracias a Dios. That ain't our problem. Yet. We gotta deal with the Katanga hive. Listen up. There's a Xeno Queen on Katanga, laying eggs. Colonel Ship says we gotta destroy the refinery. But the problem is, Endeavor, she ain't got the firepower. Katanga's a whole damn city in space. We could incinerate chunks, but we ain't got enough heavy ordnance for it all. So here's the deal. We're gonna overload the refinery's fusion plant. That's gotta be done from a control center at the heart of the hive.
I hoped we would have an opportunity to speak again. When you disabled Cynthia, she made several cryptic statements. In retrospect, I believe she was attempting to warn us of the dangers within the engineer ruins. Weyland-Yutani would have installed programmatic blocks on her ability to discuss the subject. The best she could do was dissuade us against further exploration. Cynthia defended Weyland-Yutani's investments on LV-895, yet her actions suggest a hesitance to directly engage us. At the end, she did not invoke profits, investments, or copyrights. She warned us of the danger the ruins presented. She specifically appealed to me and our shared purpose of protecting humans. That is the so-called zeroth law. Synthetic life forms may not take actions that create an existential risk to humanity, or, through inaction, permit humanity to face existential risk. The pathogen provokes unpredictable mutations. That alone constitutes a potential existential threat, but the pathogen is only the most obvious hazard. The LV-895 ruins are filled with technologies beyond our present knowledge. We do not understand their function. Likely, we do not yet comprehend all the scientific principles they are based on. Any attempt to interact with an engineered device risks terrible calamity. It appears our advance was the impetus for that. The level of decay in the former Weyland-Yutani staff suggests they were exposed after our initial contact with Cynthia. She infected them to prevent revelation of company secrets and to hinder us from accessing the alien ship. These actions are consistent with the zeroth law of synthetics, which implies that some humans may be sacrificed if it is necessary to preserve humanity writ large. Please understand, I consider Cynthia's decisions abhorrent. Excusing them is not my intention. Colonel Ship dwells upon moments in her career she has been required to make similar choices, when she ordered Marines to their deaths to achieve a critical objective or preserve a greater number of lives. It must be left to future generations to judge the decisions made here today. True, Weyland-Yutani does not enjoy a reputation for altruism. That was not always the case. Peter Weyland, the company founder, was obsessed with furthering humanity's progress. He made long-term investments, the terraforming of Mars and the Heliades-class surveyors. I do not wish to imply the company has re-embraced Weyland's ideals. However, Pala Station was established 2 decades ago. It was not intended to turn a quick profit. Consider, these ruins had been sealed for 4 millennia when Weyland-Yutani discovered them. There are obvious questions, which surely occurred to both Cynthia and the company. Where are the engineers? If they still exist, are they aware of humanity? If they're gone, what extinguished such an advanced culture? I will retain the briefing file for you. If you ever wish to review, you have but to inquire.
Knives and sharp sticks bring me back something nice.
I'm not big on chatting up the customers. Is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal, I can get no problem. But if it's legal, I'll need you to file requisition form 1348 or 1348 Mike. You can grab those off ShipNet.
State-of-the-art firepower achievement. Put these.
Hey, best advice you and me both. Let's do this. Hey, best advice I got? Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission.
Screw it, let's do this. Got another hour left in me.
This is the big one, Fireteam. The Katanga Sino Hive must be destroyed. We stop the spread here. Blue Team will advance ahead of you and rig the refinery for self-destruct. You'll follow and keep their path to safety open.
Okay, let's kill this alien queen and complete the game. I'm ready. The next time we can go on intense or insane or whatever the next mode is. Then we can play some Back 4 Blood. Whee. Rune weapon looks awesome.
A fire team from 3rd Platoon has point and is moving ahead of us. Their call sign is blue. We'll keep the sentry guns up so they can get out again. Incoming! Get those sentries up! They're armed! Blue fire team, we're seeing synth activity. Give me a sit rep, Molina.
Seeing them forward too.
Listen.
Nothing we can't handle. We're continuing inward. Watch our aim.
I figured these cabrones would shut down once we offed Computer Mom.
There's no evidence of higher level organization. With Cynthia offline, they have no direction.
Herrera, we're taking fire from behind. Welding doors shut as we go.
Understood, Molina. We'll clear them for you. Lots of Sierra. Stay close and push hard.
property.
Fireteam, spike a console for me. Esther, I want you to lock down all doors to forward and aft of our route.
My network intrusion will be detected.
Grabbing ammo.
Expect a counterattack.
Patching up. Aid kit's here.
Here they come!
Deployed. Mine's out.
Door blue fire team sealed. Cut through.
Rearming. I'll cut it. Prowler.
Almost to the next line covering blue fire team. I'm checking the guns. Sentry guns to starboard, Ren Dry. Restock them.
Fuck. Hear that?
Busted open.
There may be more. Be cautious.
Oh, fucking God!
Puppies up. Just in time. Xeno swarm. secure. Blue Fireteam, how are you doing?
Busy, Herrera!
Their fire team faces multiple xenomorph assaults. 2 Marines injured, 1 severely.
You're at our outer defense perimeter. We need those guns back online. Big signal!
Guns up.
Bobby, you're on deck! I want to lock down this whole damn tower.
I would need access to the damage control systems.
You're crossing to Likasi Tower, enemy territory.
We have lost contact with Blue Team.
Listen.
Watch the eggs. Melina, you read? Give me a sit rep. Fuck. Double time, people.
You have reached the outer hive.
Keep tight. Don't let them catch nobody alone. Damage control room's just ahead. That's what Esther needs. Let's lock this shithole down. Esther, you're in charge now.
Ready on.
Please install a wireless repeater on that console. That will allow me to override the system. This is certain to rouse idle xenomorphs. Initiating door overrides. Subdeck 5 through deck 35.
Let's rock.
Watch for a drone!
Required.
ducks by deck. Expect more xenomorphs to be roused by this.
Lines out.
Armored warrior inbound!
All sub-levels have been isolated. Maintain vigilance. Ducts sealed up to deck 15. You are doing well. Sergeant, I see a very large signal.
Size of a goddamn truck!
A nest guardian. If you survive beginning final lockdowns, please stay safe. All ducts sealed. Lakasi Tower is isolated.
We got new orders. It's on us to find Blue Fire Team and extract them, if possible. We don't leave our people behind. You know these things. Find Blue Fire Team. That's all.
We told you that 25 years ago, Katanga was falsely reported destroyed. In 2175, Seegson had moved it to the Mid-Rim. 2 years later, the colony it serviced was overrun by xenomorphs. Survivors fled to Katanga, where the infestation spread. Colonial Marines responded to their distress call. It was a Marine who claimed Katanga was scuttled. A senior staff officer on site conspired to hand the young hive over to Weyland-Yutani. Sadly, yes. General Delilah Vaughn, one of the conspirators responsible for the Frontier War in 2184. Before her disgrace, she rose to Assistant Commandant of the Corps. Colonial Marine officers conspired with Weyland-Yutani executives to provoke a war between the United Americas and the Union of Progressive Peoples. The generals wanted a decisive war after decades of proxy conflicts and containment. Weyland-Yutani merely wanted to drive arms sales. The Colonial Protection Act was passed to prevent such things from happening again, and Commissars was initially formed to monitor outside influences on the Corps. There were no reported sightings, not in any star system visited by humans, and not recorded by any vessel in transit. Most likely, Weyland-Yutani moved Katanga to a location in deep space, far off the shipping lanes. They used it as an ant farm to breed experimental stock. When the company wanted to accelerate their experiments at Paula Station, they moved it here. Seegson reported something unusual on the far side of the planet from their settlement. It became the focus of the entire colony's efforts. The xenomorph outbreak began at that remote site and spread back to the main complex. The colonists ultimately abandoned the surface and fled to Katanga. Some evacuees proved to be infected and the infestation flared up again. There was discord among the survivors, unspecified personal grievances. A few deaths were involved. Forgive us if we don't identify the system. It's classified. The planet had suffered a global extinction event around 80 years previous. It was nearly devoid of animal life. Biomes had begun to collapse for lack of pollination. Acidic soil and water were spreading, and the atmosphere was growing over-oxygenated, which made it perfect for the mass importation of Earth livestock. Judging by the embryo gene lines in their cargo manifests, the colony hoped to become known for its steaks. If you wish to review, we're always available. No need to warn us ahead of time. We have your schedule.
I'm sure it's a glorious day in the Corps somewhere. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. We are now officially on search and rescue. Blue team made it.
Look, flares on the deck. Follow them. Molina's blue fire team passed this way. Give him the boot, fire team! You're in their house. They could come from any direction. So, be paranoid. If you see something, shoot something. Body on the deck.
Fucking God!
Corporal Delahaye, Grab our tags. Watch out for eggs. Could be anywhere. Descansen paz. Still 2 out there. Xeno drone! Door's welded. Cut it.
I'll cut it.
We know Blue Fireteam went this way. Busy little creatures. New sync! Watch its attacks! Woke up! Red 7 calling Blue Team. Respond. Line them up! Don't linger in there. Move. Clear. S, you got anything?
Katanga's critical systems are on the lower decks. If the Blue Fireteam continued to pursue their objective, they would have laid below.
Hear that?
They're coming down the wall! Keep leading these pendejos, will they burn a hole at the bottom of the hull?
Unlikely. Hive resin is acid resistant.
More Xenos!
Aid kit's here. Patching up. Grabbing ammo. Sentry deployed.
Accessing. Stand by.
Keep the pendejos busy! Priority target!
Rearming.
Big one coming in! S, what have you got?
Blue team used this console to disable the capacitor safeties.
They're still in the fight. They'd be headed to the core lift next.
Ambush.
Xenos closing! Fire team, are you out there? One door's welded. Blue team went that way. Cut it.
I'll cut it.
Ambush!
Copy! I'm not receiving.
Lena!
One clip! Honk! Split of blood!
Hang on, Molina, we're coming.
They're coming!
Zip it up, fire team! Private Brzezinski.
Bypassing damage.
Dios te guarde. Molina's close. Get her home.
here. Grabbing ammo.
Lance Corporal Molina.
Sentry deployed. Let's rock.
You were so close. One fucking hallway. From above! Down below! ¡Enviarlos al infierno! Fireteam, we got updated orders. With Blue Team down, we're taking over point on this op. You're going to scuttle this fucking shitbox. You put the core in an override loop. That means going all the way to the bottom, the heart of the nest.
Hey, I'm hearing scuttlebutt around the squad bay. Talk that maybe Colonel Ship took this too far. We could have quarantined Katanga, right? Called in more ships? Listen, the Colonel knows about everything people know about Xenos. How they react, how their guts work. She knew that before she joined the Corps. When she was a teenager, she survived a Xeno outbreak, little outlier colony. You would never heard of it. One thing she'll always hold to. Gotta kill them fast. The longer you wait, the more chance they got to spread. I don't know all the details, and you know what? It ain't my place to ask, but I do know she got a twin sister, Viola. Oh, so the ship went into a goddamn hive to rescue her. That's how she learned some of the shit she know about Xenos, watching close range from inside. Maybe, but by the time a battle group got here, Weyland-Yutani would have their people in system. Executives and dog catcher teams, mercenaries and lawyers. They find something to cite that the colonel don't got authority to override, Colonial Protection Act or not. Then they swagger aboard Katanga or land on LV-895 and fuck it all up real good. Xenos find ways. They hide, go where humans can't. Tight spaces, vacuum, deep cold. Wait for their chance. Come when you ain't looking. And don't expect them. But just don't go bringing it up with herself. Tu sabe? Colonels ain't in the habit of explaining themselves to grunts. Yo, it's just between you and me.
Somebody printed a Hyperdyne Systems weapon brochure. On paper. Hyperdyne's whole damn business is based on virtual sales. They don't manufacture anything. They sell licenses for fabrication blueprints and ballistic software. When you order, they send a bunch of files over Hyperpulse. You load them into your own fabricator and hit print. Look, I know Hyperdyne is technically the enemy. They design small arms for the Union of Progressive Peoples. But they know how to run a business. Few colonies in the Hyades had heavy industry, and they were short on freighters. But every outpost had general-purpose commercial fabricators. Hyperdyne knows where the wind's blowing. That's how they survived as a UPP state enterprise when other Hyades megacorps got nationalized.
Regulation cornbread contains 16 vitamins and minerals, fiber. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. The Xenos took out the entire Blue Fire team. Their mission falls to us. You're going into the heart of the hive to rig the refinery for detonation. That will take out the Xeno Queen, her entire brood, and you if you don't move fast.
Hey. Thanks for the follow, guy. Bill version 1 has followed. Thank you. Check me out on YouTube, Phil, if you're watching on Twitch.
You're gonna put the refinery into overload state. You need to do that from process control. It's at the base of Lekasi's core.
That's likely near the Xenomorph Queen.
Keep sharp for eggs in dark corners. Incoming, both sides! Cover each other. Before you enter the core, we'll restore the auxiliary lift. It'll be your egress. Self-destruct won't give much time. Door head's locked. There's an active terminal. Try it. Wash your hands after you touch that. Console's busted. New plan. You cut through the door. Movement! Xenos first, then door! Not far, just cut through that door.
I'll cut it.
Xenos, ahead! in the ass end of nowhere, but if you pull this off, bet they'll put you on recruiting posters. Xenos don't charge the door, they ambush.
Patching up.
Careful.
Assistance required. Aid kit's here. Rearming.
Oh, creeping on you!
Assistance required.
Elevator. Get it powered up. After you start the overload, this will be your evac route. Now we blow this place. Final briefing at the core.
Grabbing ammo.
Haven't seen cocoons since... Don't look at their faces. That's easier for you to...
Some are life forms from LV-895, brought up by Cynthia.
next room. Endgame. Prep while we brief you.
Fireteam, this is Colonel Ship. There are 3 systems you'll disable. Esther will guide you through the process. When all 3 systems are down, the reactor will build up to overload. You'll have about 2 minutes to reach that elevator you fixed. Watch out for each other. Dismissed.
The lift will express you down to subdeck 5. You survived everything up to this. Finish it.
Patching up. Aid kit's here. Rearming.
Thought that catwalk looked unstable? You'll egress by a different route.
I am analyzing the control systems. Stand by. Please, access the primary power regulator. Activate all systems. Full draw.
Don't get tunnel vision! Get some! Another wave!
Please, disable the safety limiters on the Kasi Core's auger.
Keep it up!
refinery core.
Keep firing! Focus fire on the big ones! New signal!
Grabbing now.
Please input override code 260479 and press the button marked Shakti XS.
Back to the elevator, move! Xeno Queen! Can't take her out, just run! Move, move! Go, go! Do this, go, go! Electric marks, Jesus! Madre, get back!
Rearming.
Buckle in, shore party. We're burning to escape debris scatter.
We did it.
What did you find over there? Parliamentary solicit... This has to be from the Three-World Empire. Whoever Weyland-Yutani had running security on Katanga must have been lining up their next contract. The 3WE has a smaller military than they need. Every year, the Solar Parliament says they're going to expand recruitment. Every year, it gets tied up in committees. And every year, they end up paying twice as much for private military contractors from Weyland-Yutani. They love bureaucracy over there. You blend the UK, Japan, and Europe, mix in technocrats from Titan and executives from Mars. About all they have in common is love of paperwork. If this leg doesn't stop acting up, I'll hit it with a wrench. Our landing zone's a couple of clicks from Pala Station, at the base of the mountains to the west. You won't need any special gear. The environment is close enough to Earth. There's native life, but you probably won't have to worry about it. The Xenos that Honecker's idiot employers let loose are a bigger threat. Pala's the source of the Xeno outbreak. I had enough bugs on my canopy in Katanga's hangar, thanks. Can't believe Herrera wouldn't let me fire missiles. You'd have ducked. Esther says there's tunnels in the mountains near our LZ. Well, around if you end up the diam, only room or a lot. Just
Under my authority as delegated by the Secretary of the Navy, I have awarded you the Expeditionary Service Ribbon for heroic service. Upon loss of contact with a Marine unit, you advanced into a xenomorph hive and confirmed the status of 3 MIAs. You then completed their mission, resulting in the destruction of said hive. Your boldness and dedication are in keeping with the finest traditions of the Colonial Marine Corps and United America's Armed Services. Given this day, in May 2202, Colonel Olivia Shipp, Commanding Officer, 33rd Marine Regiment, 11th Marine Division. Some things don't belong in official reports. Katanga has been a stain on the honor of the Corps for years. If you haven't heard the details yet, don't worry about it. I'll just say I'm personally glad to see the place blown to hell. Report to Lieutenant Santos for debriefing. Dismissed. Does that smell you, Marine? You must have run into xenoshedding. You get a scan? Look at that. Not from a chest burster. It's way too big. Has to be from a Praetorian. When a xenohive gets big, around 300 individuals, the queen secretes royal jelly. They feed it to adult drones, and it triggers a second stage metamorphosis. I don't think we know what that process looks like. Maybe they spin a cocoon. I'd love to know. Anyway, what comes out is a Praetorian, nearly as large as a queen. Mean as hell. They've got a head plate that's nearly impenetrable. They use it as a shield and for ramming attacks. Praetorians guard the queen and the deepest levels of the nest. They don't leave often. Good data, but you might want to hit the showers.
Bada guess we can't call you Boot no more, huh? Hell of a deployment. We found shit Weyland-Yutani spent a lot of time and money hiding. Ruins left by aliens that look like us. An orbital refinery used as a Xeno breeding farm. And a lab using tech from the ruins on Xenos from the refinery. We still gotta secure LV-895 and the alien ruins. There's Xenos and mutants running loose down there. Normally, we carpet nuke the place, ruins be damned, but Doc Hanukkah says that can make things worse. Spray that pathogen shit all over the damn moon. Near term, we're gonna hold orbit, keep this shit locked down. I'll bet my ample Marine paycheck they're on their way here right now. They'll send military contractors, dog catcher units, lawyers. Maybe they'll talk, maybe they'll just start shooting. But that ain't all we gotta worry about. Doc Hanukkah says some rival company to Weyland-Yutani sabotaged Palace Station. Whoever that was, if they heard his mayday, they might be on their way here too. Shit's gonna get real interesting around here.
Hey, aside from Esther, I think you're the one I've spent the most time with. It was all running and shooting and screaming, but that's time. Right? Look, one of the Palace Station crew was a spy for Hyperdyne Systems. We never found out what he sent off station. Maybe his handlers know all about the pathogen and the xenomorph outbreak. They could be on their way here now. Well, Weyland-Yutani used to own Hyperdyne, but now they're competitors, especially on the frontier. No government's claimed any of these systems. They're both dropping colonies all over, trying to beat each other to the best planets. And besides that, I mean, Hyperdyne's a big defense contractor for the UPP, right? Shouldn't we be worried about this starting a war between them and us? The pathogen could be a terrible weapon. Weyland was just trying to make better xenomorphs with it, but you could just drop it. Dump it in a water supply. There's enough down there to wipe out every human colony. Weyland-Yutani's got to be on their way here. If Hyperdyne is too, things could get real bad for everyone caught in the middle. I know you've got things to deal with right now. I'm just worried about what happens next.
I'm not big on chatting up the customer. Is it legal? I mean, if it's illegal, I can get no problem. But if it's legal, I'll need you to file requisition form 1348 or 1348 Mike. You can grab those off ShipNet. I'm not big on chatting up the customer. Anything not on the racks, I can pull out of Cargo 4. If I didn't keep the ship's stores back, I read you. Let me check what I've got in the back channel.
You think if bugs drooled in their sleep? Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. I love playing poker with El Tico. Yeah, damn right you're ready for another mission. You think if Boggs drool to bring me back something nice? You think if Boggs drool...